Hi, everybody. Welcome to Learn with Dee. So, if you have watched my earlier video, you know that today in this lesson, I'm going to cover prepositions of place. Okay, so in my last video, I did prepositions of time, specifically in, on, and at. Today, I'm going to do prepositions of place, but again, in, on, and at. Okay, so we are going to look at when we use in, when we use on, and when we use at, when we are talking about a place. Okay, like for an example, if you say, I'll meet you at the cinema, is it I'll meet you on the cinema, or I'll meet you in the cinema? Okay, so we're going to look at the differences and to understand when we should use which preposition. All right, okay, so let's continue. Like I was saying, the three prepositions we are going to cover today is in, on, and at. Let's take a look at at. We talk about at when we refer to a particular location or a point. All right, let me say that again. We talk about, when we talk about prepositions of place, we use the word at or the preposition at when we talk about a particular location, okay, or a particular point. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. At the supermarket. For an example, you can say, I met your daughter at the supermarket. The supermarket is a location. Okay, so we use the preposition at. All right, second example, at the entrance. So maybe you can say, let's meet up at the entrance. Okay, again, entrance is a location, a particular point, right? So at the entrance. Then the next example, at the reception. Okay, so maybe you can say something like, I was at the reception for 45 minutes. Okay, at the reception. Okay, again, reception being a particular point. Okay, is that clear? Okay, let's move on to the next preposition, which is on. So on, like the picture says, on is when a noun is on a surface, on something, on top of something. Okay, for an example, on the table. So if you look at a sentence, we can say, my laptop is on the table. Next one, on the chair. You can say, I left my pen on the chair. Okay, and on the floor. You can say something like, let's say, my books are on the floor. Okay, so on a surface. Important point here to remember, it is on a surface. Okay, all right, let's look at the next preposition, which is in. So in, as you can see in the picture, is when a noun is in an enclosed space. In an enclosed space, which is means a covered space. Like for an example, a box, right? So inside, in. So let's look at a couple of examples. In the box. So you can say, like this picture says, or the picture depicts, you can say the apple is in the box, right? Or in the cafe, I'd say you can say something like, I will be in the cafe. And in the room, you can refer to, let's say, my laptop. My laptop is in the room, okay, because the room is an enclosed space. So in those situations, we use in, right? When we refer to an enclosed space. I hope that was clear. So let's do a few practice sentences, right? Because as you know, practice makes perfect, right? So, okay, let's look at the first sentence. The book is blank the table. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to get the right answer. Okay. The book is on the table. Did you get that? Very good. Let's look at the second sentence. I will meet you blank the restaurant. Did you get the answer at? Yes, I will meet you at the restaurant because the restaurant is a location, right? So we use third one. She left the keys blank the room. Right, yeah. She left the keys in the room because the room is an enclosed space, a covered space, right, with walls and doors. So it's enclosed. So it is in. All right. Number 4. They were sitting blank the cafe when I saw them. Did you get that? They were sitting in the cafe when I saw them. So over here, the cafe, we refer to the cafe not as a location, but we refer to the cafe as an enclosed space because we say they were sitting, right? So when they're sitting, it has to be inside the cafe, right? So here, cafe is referred to as an enclosed space and not a location. So we use the preposition in, right? All right, let's look at the last sentence. The cat was blank the roof. Very good. The cat was on the roof. Why are we using on over here? Because the roof is a surface, right? So when it is on top of a surface, we use on, like the table here. Again, it was a surface. Because of that, we used on, right? I hope that was clear. All right, so the 3 prepositions of place that we learned today. In, on, at, right? So we use at when we talk about a location, like or a particular point, at the restaurant, at the cafe, at the entrance, at the reception, location or a particular point, that is at. We use on when we talk about a surface, on, right? This is the surface, on the table, on the floor, on the chair, on, right? And we use in when we talk about enclosed space, like inside. That's the kind of idea, okay? In. So in the box, in the room, in the cafe. If we are talking about it as an enclosed space, it's in the cafe. Okay, so these are the 3 prepositions we learned. All right, I hope it is not confusing. So please practice. Do as many exercises as you can. So if you have any questions, you can write to me and I will see you in my next lesson. Okay, happy learning. Bye-bye.